Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, I got a ginger ale. Let's listen for that crack. And I'm parched too. Oh yes. Oh, it's real good. Olipop. I love these. It's like frozen. It's a little icy. I love this. Alright, so tonight's little talk is about cycling, riding a bicycle. That you're not doing that, but here's why you should. Let's break down some of the benefits. Okay, cycling daily on a bike for only 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day. If this is done, no matter what you're doing, you can drop 11 pounds of body fat per the year. So that's an on average. We'll go through some of the stats here. Your breathing patterns and your overall cardio health gets better. So, deeper breaths. The deeper breaths lead to an overall reduction in anxiety, overall reduced stress. Cardio health is better, speeds up your heart, which gives blood and nutrients to your lungs, which gives everything in your body a nice detoxification, which is excellent for us because we're living in a toxic world right now. Let's talk about perspiring. It leads to sweating, which is one of the healthiest things you can do as a human being to release even more toxins. This will in turn make you smell better. Who doesn't want to smell better? It's good that you smell good, but if you can smell better, I think everybody would want to smell better. Getting out more of the sweat, recycling through the body, getting out toxins. Great for you. So, increased cardio health, muscle strength, and joint flexibility. The flexibility and strengthening of the bones, which leads to good balance. And when I'm on a bike, I have to do plenty of balancing maneuvers, which helps me with spatial intelligence inside my life, no matter what I'm doing. Just by riding a bike all the time, my balance is better overall when I'm standing. This is a good thing. As we get older, the body gets more stiff, headed towards older age, rigor mortis, a breakdown, but you can counteract that every day by cycling. Decreased stress levels. Of course, we all want to decrease our stress levels. Lots of stress to be had these days, living in 2025. Improved posture and coordination. You've seen it before. The elderly person or the young person, they're walking around, they're like, kind of hunched over, or somebody that's in their phone too much. They got phone neck. By riding a bicycle, you can help your posture. You can sit up straight, work your trap muscles, work your entire vertebrae, shoulder girdle, pull everything back, and you can fix your posture over time. Coordination that comes along with it. You'll strengthen your bones, and you'll increase your bone density overall just from the stress of riding the bicycle, carrying around your own weight. This will lead to a healthier overall physique. It also leads to a better looking physique because you're using your arms to hold yourself up. You're in the saddle, and then you're on the seat. Come up out of the saddle, and you're using your quads, your hamstrings, your buttocks, your calves, and you're pushing all that, and you're moving, and you're going with the motion. You're getting high from it because you're pushing out endorphins, and it's leading to better mental clarity, and you're reducing stress. So there's lots of good things just to be on the bike right there. So decreased body fat over time. So it's not exactly, it's not going to be a magic bullet, take away body fat, turn you into a chiseled Greek god warrior. That's not what's going to happen. But in a combination of eating right food, staying hydrated, overall, like I said earlier, 11 pounds of body fat per year will be reduced. But you can, just by pushing out the calories, you will drop body fat, you'll drop a dress size, a pant size, you will become a smaller person in the right ways. And this is a good thing. You can prevent and manage disease. Okay, this is a whole metabolic process that's taking place. You're speeding up the blood through your body. You're sweating. You're getting deeper oxygen. You're coming in with new air, blowing out the bad over and over again. This will help you fight off disease in the long run. Of course, reduced anxiety and depression. This comes in time, but you'll experience this just after 30 minutes. Say you're in a not so good mood or a frightful mood, a scarcity mindset. Jump on the bike for a half hour, maybe an hour if you're lucky. You will feel better. I promise you. After a good bike ride, you'll feel much better. We got, as far as everybody can do this, all age groups can do this, and I'm gonna just talk about myself in particular here. The impact is it's low impact on your joints and on the bones, especially around in the knee area. I used to do a lot of heavy lifting as a bodybuilder, and I went very heavy on my leg days for years and years. And I did ride a bike in the past a lot, but not as much as I do now. I did mess up my knees pretty good just from going so ham on lunges and squats and heavy Romanian deadlifts, all this stuff. They were crackly years ago. They're still a little crackly now, but not as bad as they were 10 years ago. 10 years ago, my knees were in worse health. After riding a bike, especially since 2020, I've been riding a bike consistently. 2019 to now. So about 6 years, almost 7 years now. It's been a very good ride, pun intended. But my knee health is much better overall. And I fixed and repaired the ligaments and the bones, and it was like a bone on bone kind of feel. But I got it in there, and I replenished some of the cartilage and made up for some lost time, is what it seems like. I can now do leg days again and go heavy on the legs again. Not as heavy as it was in my 20s, of course not. But I can do a leg day and it won't cripple me like it used to. So the impact for the elderly is good, for the younglings is good. This is a great thing because you can use this as a great cardio output, and it's low impact. I could do this every day. I could definitely not run 7 miles every day, especially the weight I am right now, at about 180 pounds. That's not happening. So fixing the ligaments and the joints, the balance, overall, a great thing to be on your bicycle. So something I learned else today was reduce cancer. There's studies that have been found that people riding the bicycle there's a reduction in breast cancer, in colon cancer, prostate cancer. So this is part of that fighting the disease. So it seems like using a bicycle is cleaning up shop in many different ways. That's a great thing. And then this is just the physical parts and the mental and the stress reduction stuff. But also there's a whole nother side that we can talk about here. So, what have we been told our whole lives about the environment? Don't use a car. You're effing up the environment. You are destroying everything. How dare you use the resources? You're using too much water. You're taking up all the gasoline. You're polluting the air. Well, when it comes to a bicycle, whether it be just one that's freestyle pedaling, a gear, or one of these machine ones, these e-bikes, this is environmentally friendly. So that's a plus. I just have a Specialized Cirrus 1 bike and a mountain bike. They're both just regular bikes that you have to pedal, and they have gears, but no e-bike yet. I don't know if I'll ever do an e-bike. I actually love the stress and the fight. It is pumping the quads every day, gaining the balance, and having the fun on the bike by working out on the bike. So environmental impact it's an A+ move, and that's good. We want to help clear the air, literally, and make it a better place to breathe for the younglings that are on the way. So it's eco-friendly, like we know. Another part is, since you'll be riding the bike outside, in most states, maybe not Seattle, which is kind of gloomy a little bit rainy, but most states, the sun will be shining on you. Today, the sun was awesome. It was out here in Denver. Gray weather, 67 degrees, almost 70, near perfect weather. The sun was hitting me all day, and I got more vitamin D. And I'm already on vitamin D. So that's double D. Double the vitamin D. When I take vitamin D, I feel better. Excuse me. Ginger ale's getting me. So you're out there, you're breathing better, flexibility's going up, hand-eye spatial intelligence coordination, you're getting a workout in, you're fighting off cancer, you're fighting off disease. And then another component, by using the bike more often, say you do have access to a car, or you could take a train, or you could take a scooter or a lift, that all costs money in some way, but a bike is usually paid for. So you got yourself a wallet-friendly little piece of action. It's not only benefiting you physically and mentally and spiritually, but it's also saving you money. So, come full circle here. I haven't had a car for a few years, and I've been able to save some money because I've been thrifty. I like riding the bike, and I'm not always buying lifts. I do buy lifts occasionally when I have to, but I'm saving money. And because I save money, when life happens to you sometimes, I had money to saved up so I could still have a good life, and I wasn't stressed about the cash. So that's good, because I was taking care of business, taking care of the wallet, making sure there's something saved up, and not blowing it all on cars. Nothing against that. I get it. People with families, some people want to drive a Mustang, people want to ride around in their Toyota Prius, and that's great. My personal favorite, I would love to have a Honda Fit, but just not at this time. So saving money by being eco-friendly and taking the bike and helping yourself. There's just so many benefits to this. And let's just talk about the overall impact in my life since riding the bike. All those benefits we just mentioned before, but another big plus to me is when you're in a car or a bus or a plane, for that matter, any of these other traveling methods, you see the place around you, but there's like a slight barrier. When I'm on the bike, there is an open, live feel. I can wave to people. I can ride by. I've done it many times. You see somebody out in the Denver metro area, and you can give them a fist bump. You got to do it right, because I'm going 13 miles per hour, so it's a light tap. You can do a slap 5. You can. I grab the leaves off of tree branches, and I slap 5 with the trees and stuff. There is a liveliness to it. There's a reality presented when you're riding on the bicycle, and the smells that come up. Sometimes they're good fragrances. Sometimes you ride by and there's a couple people doing, just doing open market, doing drugs right there, and hold your breath for that. But for the most part, it's a great experience, lively experience, taking in lots of oxygen. Birds will fly right past you. Almost hit a rabbit last night, and also almost hit a little mouse last night too. So, twofer. And one time, a pigeon tested my gangster and didn't think I was gonna get it, and I came up and I accidentally kicked that pigeon right in the head. He lived, but I felt a little sad. I thought the pigeon would get out of the way, and the pigeon was fearless. They're too used to humans now. So just know that you are riding down there, high impact. So with that being said, you got to be careful. I've been in a few falls. Obviously, I've gotten hit by a van when I was on the bike, and then I got into a bike accident not too long ago, September 10th. Yeah, so left me a little scar on my head here, but it's a learning lesson. Just like last night's talk about the pain. Went through some pain, and I learned from it. So I got myself a little bell on my bike, bing bing, and I use it all the time. And since I've had that bell, I use it all the time, and it works. People are listening for the bell, and it's loud enough that you can hear it through speakers. If people got earphones in, they can, or the headphones, yeah, they hear it, and I be using it. Also at nighttime, make sure you're well lit if you're gonna ride your bicycle at night. It's unbelievable that how many people are walking around and riding bikes without lights, and it's dark out there. And this is a pretty well lit city here in Denver, and it's just wild that I got 6 lights. I got 2 on my feet, 2 on my helmet, and then 1 in the front and another in the back. Red lights and white lights, green straps around my feet that are neon green. I'm all well lit up, and I think I need more lights, because sometimes you creep right up on people and then you're about to hit them, you just don't see them. Even with these high-tech lights, you need even more. If they're not lit up, I mean, that's half the equation. So make sure you're doing your part if you're going to be night riding, and I night ride a lot. But yeah, that's so many reasons to ride the bicycle, and I can't even imagine a day without the bicycle. I had it a week and a half ago. I did have a day without the bicycle, and I did feel a little bit of envy. I wanted to ride the bike. I did a workout instead. I was hanging out with friends. It was okay, but I did miss the bicycle. I noticed that, but I'm a junkie. I'm a rare case. I ride the bike even in the winter, the dead of winter. I'm on the bike. I'm the real commuter around here in Denver. There's days and nights when nobody should be on the road. And this is the guy that's on the road. I'm on the road because I want to be on the road, and I don't want to miss a bike workout. I enjoy it thoroughly, but that's a rare case. But I'm a huge cycling enthusiast. I'd say I'm more of a commuter than a cycler. There's some serious ass cyclers out there. These guys that got on all this spandex gear and the helmet and the glasses, and you can kind of feel it. They got an attitude that's like, get the hell out of my way. They want to ram through you super hard, and you just gently get out of their way, and they're gonna go faster than you, and that's their deal. They like to do that. I'm no hands, doing maneuvers, moving to Future Funk on the bike, dancing and clapping and slapping fiber trees and stuff. But go out there and get you a bike today. They're affordable. You can go on Facebook Marketplace, get a bike for cheap. You could go the route. I bought a Specialized bike from the store itself. $400 for my bike, my Specialized Series, and then for the Rockhopper was also $420. It's not too hard to come by some of these prices. I think $400 it's not bad. It's not exactly expensive, but it's a bit economic. And then you can go, if you want a lesser bike, there's They're everywhere. Buy yourself a bike, get the exercise you've been missing, and get out there and ride today. Stay well lit. Use your words. There's some etiquette. I'm passing on the left. Ding, ding, ding with the bell. Get everybody's attention. Make sure you're doing it safely. But for the most part, it's a big, safe, great workout. Helps your joints, helps your mood. Inexpensive, saves you money, environmentally friendly, gives you a dopamine boost. I mean, too many pluses to be not riding the bike. And then, of course, there's indoor bike, stationary bike. I'm not against that at all. It's just, I'd rather be outside, just to be honest. If you can't do either or, maybe you can go to your gym and do a spin class. Those rock too. And I'm not against that at all. I've done spin classes in the past. They're hard as heck, and they're a great workout as well. I'd just rather be outside catching some sun, looking at rivers, watching the city lights, checking out buildings, watching cars go by, all that stuff. So get out there and cycle today. Tell them Odd Fitness sent you. And that's what I got for you today. The benefits of cycling, why you should cycle, and if you're not, you need to be cycling. It's so good for you. Don't pass up this opportunity. It's only gonna hold you back if you're not cycling. All right, please like, subscribe if you liked this sort of thing, and drop me a comment if you got any questions, concerns, you want to tell me about your cycling experiences. I'm down, and I reply to every single comment that anyone ever gives me, so let me know. All right, the odd one, and we're gonna stay cycling. We're signing out.